that they ran, and so could have executed too late. Now that's the one of the very few times. Oh man, another punish. The one gun, I think. Of,
yeah, the only AK is gone already.
Okay. Yeah. So the one thing is that most of the time I always say around the 30-second mark you need to go for the execute. For the CT split, you need like an extra 5-10 seconds. So maybe they felt insecure coming towards the 30-second mark. If it was going to be just an A hit, they would have been fine. And maybe that's why they changed up, but hard to say for sure.
And I feel like they didn't even have all the pieces they needed to end up A. Like Library wasn't even smoked there.
Yes, yeah, they were improvising.
A real sense of panic.
Yes, they got a little worried. And hey, after the last 2 rounds, I'd be worried too.
Sure.
Because NAVI have been able to tell what they're going to do, and as long as they're confused about that, that's when you're going to make even more mistakes.
Right. Yeah.
So that might be a sign that they haven't figured out why.
They got outplayed on A, they got outplayed on B, and then they outplayed themselves in that third one.
Yes.
So 3 separate issues for Vitality lead to 3 separate round wins on Navi's favor. We're all tied up. ZywOo gets his hands on Magisk's AK, unarmored, as the entirety of Vitality are just looking to face into this B site, and Boomich is going to have a field day with the A1S spray. USP taps, not enough to drop Apex. That's the only success so far. And Dupree will be tagged by Simple as he tries to cross no smoke. It is Navi 4 in a row and right into the lead.
And there's a rare situation where 2 or more don't die, and Vitality don't get a bomb plants for the last 2, so these 2 last rounds. Okay, the investment will come through. One of the biggest boons to Vitality Seaside is ZywOo's just fair comfort with the rifle. He loves rifling, and Inferno T-sides aren't really welcome to oppers as much, so that should help. But right now, this doesn't really feel as much of a problem of entries as it does of game plan. I think that's where we're just loading a ton of points into Navi. And there's no reason they shouldn't keep growing stronger.
Starting to play a bit faster here. 4-man cohort already facing this arch smoke.
Oh, Bomb is back on steps.
Bit locks into Moto. Perfecto's here with the flashbang. Bit's going to be flashed into this peak. Oh, he doesn't really commit to it. A player gets into the arch side. Dupree finds that quick headshot. And the CT player is not comfortable here. Perfecto knows that he could be under siege. We do have a push down B, however.
Yeah, they have logs. Bomb is going to check it, but the kills are coming for Vitality, and they've opened up a line into B. And look what's going to happen with Boomich. I mean, now he has to worry about CT spawn and this mid push, and more CTs are dying, but the bomb was at the bottom of middle.
He finds the one player.
They've got a lane player. Oh, and Simple goes down.
That's a big one. If ZywOo falls to Simple peeking that properly, suddenly it's a massive issue. Boomich just going to sit atop this bomb. Nice damage, all things considered. Amali's going to force him into this fight, and he's not able to best ZywOo. Vitality tie us back up at 4. Finding Magisk with just that Tech 9 could have been massive, but the ZywOo Simple fight short A, I feel like that's what really decides the outcome of the round.
Damn. Okay, I think the best part right here for Vitality is, like, even when they are getting red, they're at least getting like 1 or 2 kills. Like, they're looking competitive. They're winning a lot of fights, and in this situation, they didn't have the best buy in the world. They go for fast top mid control. That's open to them, and as they spread out, they're just also in such hard to read positions, I guess, that they feel comfortable about taking their next fight, and they just win like 3 in a row. So, you know, as much as Navi could have been prepared for that with a bottom B push and a CT guy that was falling back, with all those guys dying in the middle of the map, really hard to distill that situation and figure out a way back in. So, you know, with that, they'll get a buy out of Navi and basically suck their bank accounts dry as well. There'll be an MP9 here on Bit, who has no nades to pair with it.
Oh, tight match so far.
It is. Yeah, definitely, you know, this is a really great situation, I think, from the viewer perspective, because, again, great game plan from Navi, but firepower is there for Vitality. It seems like everyone's actually playing a lot better than we've seen so far overall at the event.
This would be the game to do it. No more best of ones, no more need for warm-ups. Possibility of legends on the line. Exchange of incendiaries, frag comes over, and again, Boomich not playing behind sandbags. I feel like he's been there less and less as of late, especially in this one. Apex gonna take the helm of this B play, met by smoke. He'll have to hold on. Oh, Boomich
Is one way.
Yep, good gap for that. Magisk dies and Perfecto finds Apex on the other end of it. They thought they had 2 players locked in, and instead they have 2 players down. Simple hanging up above. Fires some shots at Masuda and gives up the position. Falling into the A site instead. No reason to throw away a 5v3.
You know, this is still doable if NAVI are scared of middle. We saw that late timing on bracket control, and that's kept 3 CTs on that site, so site right now.
Get a clear punk.
Extremely low for the CT side.
Flash ahead of him. Boomich's spray's not going to find anything. Finally, Vitality start to round these corners. Perfecto goes for the pit peek. That's that rotator flashbang, and Boomich instead locks in 2. ZywOo sees the player on pillar, but he gets attacked from the back, and Navi have done it. Back into the lead, they'll go.
Damn, well handled. That was definitely the right play there from Vitality at the end of the round, but ultimately Navi winning with their B players. Those first 2 kills, that's where their odds drop dramatically. It's this one way from Boomich as well.
2 victims on that one smoke.
Yeah. And they needed that kind of value because they came into the round with 2 players with 1 smoke in total. I mean, they didn't even have enough flashes to let that one go on too long. But also smartly, they kept most of their utility on the B side.
Look at that pile.
Yeah.
Got a treasure trove of utility.
Can really never have too many nades on that B side.
Vitality doing a good job of kind of sprinkling these attacks back and forth between the sites, and it looks like Apartments is their point of contact here in round number 10. Simple on short though. Excellent flash. He doesn't die. He falls into the cover. He's just trying to best that one AK. He dies out to Dupree.
That was a crazy, crazy spray.
AK could be passed to either of the other armored players.
Yeah, Bit wants to grab it, but he also wants to be careful.
Magis takes it over instead. It's his turn at bat. Bit will recover Simple's gun.
Doesn't reload just yet. Have to fall back. They could try to retake middle in this position. Instead, they're gambling, and by gambling towards B.
Thrown open. Oh, just these pistols. Way too easy. Magisk's not step by step. Perfect. His 3 kills alone. Things considered, that is an excellent round from Navi.
Yeah, super solid. They were right about that. Good flash timing from Electronic after Perfecto took the first one, flash help for the second, repeat for the third. And now there's a tiny lead here in the first half.
A little bit of comfort here for Navi, settling in.
An adjustment. ZywOo goes for the op.
Let's see it.
Simple will also have his.
All right, well timed.
Yeah.
The op battle begins.
Oh, this is the ZywOo pick, actually.
Oh, and Simple's here
This
as
is
well.
the classic. Yeah, that's the classic ZywOo pick.
Finds it immediate. Clash of the Oppers. Edge Vitality. Dupree watching over the fire. Bit will blast him away. And just like that, we're into the 4 versus 4 with a player tagged on each side of this. Boomich versus Apex, and Apex can't hang on. We get the fight between the Oppers, the IGLs, trading blows. And ZywOo grabs bomb as we do have this leak of Vitality players on both sides of the A site. Magisk's gonna win his fight on short. That immediately draws Bit back in. And remember, he's low, but he still had, for a moment, a chance. Magisk reacts fast enough to slap him down. Masuda gonna lock in CT spawn. Vitality respond with a 5th.
What a big move from Magisk on those 2 frags entering the B site. And I think they might have got info that one had snuck over towards B. That was Perfecto leaving his arch position. That's crazy. It started off with, and now I want to know if well, ZywOo definitely had a spawn, and that's also maybe why he bought the op, simply to win this one round, which they can of course carry forward. There just aren't that many opening duels that you will have on Inferno for the T side to justify going for it every round. People really aren't swinging car at this level.
And this level has been very high.
Very
this
high.
Is an awesome game of CS.
Yeah, absolutely.
It feels like 11 rounds of chess so far.
You know, it's like the highest level of CS when it's basically mind games every time.
Yep.
Right. The aim is insane, but it's not always coming down to that. This situation did. Bit could have actually saved it if not for that unbelievable accuracy by Magisk on the spray. Very few saves in this match as well. Everybody's had money for the most part.
Oh, big nade. That's huge. But Magisk, oh, he almost finds Boomich in the corner. Bit comes in and helps.
How does Boomich stay alive after all that?
That's wild. 4 health as he just holds his arm above his eyes and hangs on for dear life. Regains vision and gets bailed out of that second fight by Bit. Very quick answer. 5v3 right out of the gate, and Simple's gonna rock Masuda's world. We've got this close balcony play from dupreeh, perhaps.
They just knew right away. Like, okay, all we have to do, we can press up on mid, smoke the end of halls. Everything's desperate at this point for Vitality.
Just as quick as ZywOo found Simple in the last round, they get 2 kills on the top of Banana here, Navi. That nade?
Yeah.
Perfectly placed. ZywOo gonna walk contact B site. He will find Simple holding this angle. 2 individual prongs on both sides of the map. Electronic thinking about going for this peak, but doesn't want to give it away. ZywOo will walk into his death, offering over the bomb as well. So that is a save for dupreeh and a 7th for Navi.
Yeah, all dupreeh does there is try to draw attention for ZywOo, so
He's
he
dead.
Can find
Eventually.
someone died, yeah.
He's dead. Bit is going to finish it off. M4 situation for dupreeh.
A situation like that, you don't want to be like, oh, not needed down Banana. That's just going to happen sometimes. And they were kind of wrong about it, but they still got Boomich blind.
Yep.
On the half wall, who actually, I think did he get hit by Bit's flash? That could be slightly incorrect. It could have been 2 flashes. He could have turned from Bit's flash, but the kill feed says it's Bit. But they obviously also flashed while they were rushing. Talking about rushing, here we are running up the alt.
Should be a moment for Navi to gain some breathing room, but a great flash is going to push Simple all the way into the arches. Quick move from Electronic. And his spray nearly chops down a second. Magisk axed down by Simple. The fight towards Banana also goes the way of Navi, and this is going swimmingly. There's tons of damage being done to Vitality, but not 1 kill here in the 14th round. Means Navi extend this lead to 3 for the first time in this half.
Both these teams have a chip on their shoulder, I think, from the RMR so far, and having to play against each other. I think it's providing the best entertainment, probably the highest amount of emotions, and just the maximum level of preparation, right? I mean, I don't think either one feel comfortable and secure in who they are at the moment. You know, Vitality's recent form, of course, hasn't been good as well. You know, RMR is actually kind of an exception, I should say, because they've lost a lot of matches. And as much as we talk about Navi being off, for the most part, they're still winning the majority of their games.
Oh, dupreeh gives it back to Electronic. Again, opening kills slipping the way of Navi round after round. Oh, Boomich, solid. I feel like we haven't seen him on the sandbags all half.
That's crazy.
Sits on top of it, gets the double.
That's, yeah, what the hell?
Right? He's been dodging all and so much utility. I mean, they even did triple nades once sandbags and did 0 damage on Boomich.
He hasn't been on sandbags every round. That's how you know we got a new Navi.
Felt maybe like he was going to be prepared for and overly zoned. So he changes up the game. And what a change it is. 16-6.
Yeah, he's had a bonkers half.
Boomich be bonkers. Smokes come over.
They're getting worked in their defaults over and over again.
Oh, Perfecto finds Masuda sleeping. And ZywOo in a 1v5 has to stare at the wall, a bullet to the back of the head as Perfecto continues to rounds now on this CT.
A lot of cameos, right, with bit tactful use of the sandbags, but not, and like you mentioned, those targeted nowhere to be found. And I think that's such a salient thing to bring up because that's where he's had his trademark on the map, and he's saving it for the end of the half when they're last, or at least expecting it. Offense flash here with Boomich peeking. And it looks like he's being the right amount of aggressive now. Oh, okay. And just as I say that, they boost up over the half wall, catch him out of position a little bit. Switch to the AK. And it's sort of a half buy, even though it's the last round of the half.
Oh.
Whoa, what cover!
I need to know who got that.
That was, well, Magisk, but insane cover.
He's got a barrel pressed against his head. Hostage saved. And right now, bombs planted. Simple, gonna be ended. As Vitality will at least nab a 6th, a much quicker tempo. Straight pack mentality from Vitality as they just run into that B site and find at least a 6th.
No Boomich, no B-hold?
No Boomich, no B-hold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely one of the better halves that we've seen out of him. Really, really strong performance, and between him and Perfecto, and the little bit of help they got throughout those rounds sprinkled in, you could see why Vitality had so much trouble.
Perfecto ending the half with an 87% KAST, so just all over everything.
For the layman, he was always doing something important.
Yes, kills, assists, saves, or trades. And I like the way you put that, cameos from Navi, right? A lot of moving pieces. Everybody kind of getting
sometimes bit starting B, sometimes simple, but not all the time.
Everybody in flux for Navi. 3-round lead as they kick off this T side. Dupree's Berettas at the top of oranges. ZywOo's Berettas in apartments. 5 players, 7 guns on the French side.
They've got halls pretty well guarded. They're still chilling though. They're not setting up to fully exec right now. Simple would be on the other side of mid. They're just going to wait. I don't know if he's lurking on this, but...
Now, we had clear indicators on Navi's CT side that they were prepped for the Vitality offense. I'm really curious if we're going to get that same thing from the French.
Are they going CT?
Yeah, they're running, jumping, just hopping all over the place.
They might go back to A, though, yeah.
Oh, Magisk can't manage to get that second one. He spawns. ZywOo's going to think of him in. And now ZywOo's still being held, so good coverage here for the big boom. He's kind of being given a chance to win. And the A site falls with 0 frag.
Oh my god. You know it's good when, you're looking at the map and you can see all 10 players and you still can't tell what's coming. They had Simple waiting at the steps for a lurk. That pistol round had so many things in place to follow frags that they kept their options open to both split CT through B if the B push came down towards Simple, or continue with the wrap split to A if they had seen nothing in CT spawn.
That was no coverage, bro.
Oh my god, he flicked.
That's why I was frazzled. Look at that. Thank you, replay.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
I got my own back.
Anyways, ZywOo was pushing mid, and ZywOo was actually really smart to walk because there was a player right around the corner. And when he fell back to the site, that wrap came, and they basically were able to change that in the middle of the round, and it would have still been a really, really strong adjustment. But it's there's no telling what they call that a spawn. I think with a play like that, that just covered so many things.
Bison? thought we got past this. Simple looking for the unarmored targets, but Dupree could actually serve up an issue. He can just get here fast enough. Smoke grenade's gonna buy a good bit of time. Dupree now on CT cross. Smoke soon to fade. They're just gonna try to flash pop it. Magisk actually kills Simple. ZywOo also offers us a deeg, and now these T's were supposed to be sent reeling backwards. Instead, Perfecto gonna hold that ground and deal with the rifleman. Then they double back.
Yeah. Oh, and it's a boost on quad, so I mean they could hear him running 100%. Apex only has a scout inside of the pit. He gets a tag off. Boomich
That'll
down
help.
low.
Oh! Finishes Perfecto, but the pistol's not quite enough. 38 HP for Boomich's 1v3. The top fragger of the server. Looking to add a clutch to the repertoire.
Magisk is extremely low here.
Only 9 bullets in the magazine, though. That could serve up an awkward situation in the middle of it. But
Were you
like you
looking
said,
at no armor?
Magisk low.
Or they have Magisk on half armor.
Yeah, and ZywOo has nothing. So, I mean, he could get shredded by this SMG.
Timing.
It's going to have to be that perfect pinch. The gun's empty. Glock is out. Magisk's at risk, but holds on. And Vitality's force will work.
Yeah.
Not off of the back of that FAMAS. Not really off of the back of the Scout, although some impact there to set up that final kill. It's really those 2 deagles on B site.
Yeah, it all helped for sure. We saw
Pounded
how
Navi
close
back.
Boomich got right there, yeah. Damn. Damn. Okay, well that at least makes the game competitive now. We'll see what the CT side is all about.
Definitely a sigh of relief for Vitality to get that one.
The clear best decision here for Navi is just to even out the money. No reason to... I mean, actually, you know, if the money was a little different, they might think about forcing into it just because of the amount that Vitality are going to have to buy up. So I think it's Navi's best interest to play a very slow round if they're going to go deagles, because every single kill can be huge. Each of the Vitality players down to 0 except for Apex. There's a little extra money in the pocket. Not much though. Logically, even if you put the minimal amount of pressure in a round like this, the later into the round, the easier it's going to be for you to find dry duels, one-on-one with Eagles. A little bit of pressure and they'll draw out more utility, but even if Vitality don't see anything, they'll start using some, at least.
Tronic did just kill Magisk on Arch, so that pulls one of the 2 A players back over. And then they make short, I was going to say the intended target. Show some nades. Masuda, he's pushing up close, and that's going to put him within that lethal range of the pistols. Perfecto's deagle. Oh, it looked like that was going to crack open the B site. Instead, it's Apex with the 3K A1S spray down to keep 3 up for Vitality and to close that lead to a measly 2 rounds.
He totally saves it. He totally saves it with that one spray.
And of course, he had like Masuda in front of him as well, so it's like, oh, I don't want to shoot you in the back,
him,
bro,
yeah.
but get out of my way. This is a tough spot, and Apex stands up. Vitality's defense surviving the test so far.
Oh, they're aggroing. Oh, and they get punished. That's Masuda going down.
Simple, so ready. Just walks around the corner dry. Apex throws a smoke up as the second CT gets in. We do also have Magisk coming over through CT spawn.
This banana smoke with the gap on the right side is so key. Every time you try to cross to the right and get in the cubby, you can't do that safely now. So CT's little bit on the right there, just to make sure.
Oh, they're gonna aggress this with 3 players.
Gonna go clear this up. Perfecto's waiting. I mean, they have 2 on the corner.
Oh,
That's 3 spotted, however. So they turn back towards A.
Yeah, they're gonna run right into Dupree, and he's playing ahead of the smoke. Cuts off Bit, isn't able to double down onto Boomich. Very nice trade with the Galil to give us this 2v2, and Vitality wasted no time rotating over. Electronic inside sight. Boomich trying to clamber up into the apartments, and he will be able to get there.
Uh-oh.
Electronic pressed so close to the smoke. Molotov down, but this spot, oh no, it spreads. Boomich into the 1v2 clutch, looking for his 20th and 21st kill, and he gets that first one, knows he's under pressure, falls all the way back, and he's gonna play that time to a T. Boomich is a beast tonight.
Wow, he's on one. Finally grabs that 1v2 as well, and the first move is the most important. Taking the risk of getting up into halls, knowing that the last 2 rotators were spotted at the top of Banana. Took a small risk in knowing that they probably won't push through the Moto smoke. He has time to get up there, but that's, of course, the best spot to play a 1v2 from if the bomb is down in that regular position, and they don't know it. So, Boomich, he's aiming today. He's playing smart and cerebral, and it's paying off.
The real payoff is we've got Vitality back in just to the USPs. 1 P250 for Apex. And a real open door for Na'Vi to run away. Huge clutch.
Yeah, he was so in tune with that. He could have actually also run towards lane, and it would have been right. I think he would have made it, no problem. Pulse pop now.
That's a good dink. Ooh. Zywoo USP frag. Okay. Goes back towards mid. Softens up Simple. Considering USPs in a P250, Boomich and Electronic are low, but Simple's had enough of this. All right, he's not playing any games. Na'Vi gonna secure that 12th round win, a 4-round lead back in their pocket.
Oh man, feels like they're not gonna waste this Boomich carry.
No, you don't. It happens every once in a while.
Yeah, it's not the, of course, when you got players like you do on Na'Vi, it's not going to happen every day.
But obviously,
and when we talked about the core, didn't even mention Boomich because you know he's not one of the guys who is supposed to do a lot of the fragging compared to players like Bit and Electronic. But when he does, it certainly talk about CT side Inferno, like sorry, Banana. That's like where a lot of kills are going to come. If you're part of the B hold, a lot of Navi's Inferno success will come down to Boomich and Perfecto, even though they might not be regarded as core.
Zywoo on the CT side at op. Utility's a little bit light here for Vitality. Oh, this is quick pressure. Oh, Masuda. Oh no!
Apex's nade. Wait, how did that happen? I mean, they must have known that Masuda was going to wrap in front of the half wall on that exact tactic. Unless the nade hit him in the back, that's a huge mistake, man.
Oh.
That arch is totally open here. They know it's a 3B setup. Electronic knows this immediately. I don't even know how much he wants to rush this, but look at the timing that he has.
Just 10, it's right there.
There's one in the graveyard.
Electronic
doesn't
see it.
He doesn't see it, but you know what? It might not even matter. He still knows there's 2 on the A site. Just floating there.
Magic's little round head.
Okay, I think the thing is they could go back to Tronic, and he has a full minute to wait in lane. They still don't know Arch is wide open. This is a very blind round from Vitality.
Oh, this is weird. If Zywoo can land this shot, then it's Boiler that becomes the problem, but nobody's going to be exposed to Electronic. Zywoo does land the first one, but as he retreats into the site, he's caught by Electronic. Magisk will take that fight really. Perfectly timed by Bit. Na'Vi takes it. Hook, line, and sinker. They slice right through that A site. What a weird little situation that was.
His head just floating inside of the graveyard. But he didn't. That's why sometimes important just to not move at all. I mean, it really is like in nature, right? Where you don't want to give your opponent. I mean, if you're standing beside something still, and you're moving. Well, that's all they need to see, but...
Electronic like a T-Rex,
Yeah.
man. If it's not moving, then it's not there. Too funny. No laughing matter for Vitality, of course. Playing that round without much information. And then their heart just sinks as suddenly Navi swarm them on that A site.
The strange part is...
Apex is...
Oh my god.
What? He's gonna... What is that?
Was he just carving his name into the wall? Excuse me?
Simple's just dumbfounded, like,
Look at him. Oh my god. I would be so tilted. I don't know exactly what happened. He might have just been talking, thinking he had the save locked up. It just gets knifed.
He's checking his phone, you know?
I mean, that's $1,500 for Navi. That's $1,500. You can't deny that cash.
A quick stiletto to the throat.
He was actually just taking a stress break, it looked like. Oh.
Yeah.
You're about to go take a vacation, you just stub your toe in the door, you know?
All right, guys, these are all the things I'm going to do with this saved gun next round.
It's the face you make when you get 4 red lights in a row.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. That one's going to sting.
Oh, man. 13-8. Knife kill on that last round. So 1 dies in the save. Only 1 gun for this one. Defending against 14.
What felt like a very close game at the start of this has suddenly started to turn into some real Navi dominance. The last 18. Only 2 of those won consecutively, so it's a very rare occurrence that Navi have had to play with the pistol, with the rifle, but oh, he was in a great sharp as ever. Not able to punish side of Boiler. That at the very least back into this bomb site. But at that point, Navi, they don't need to take some overzealous risk. They'll group back up, bomb still on the bottom of ramp. Just pressing up close for a little more pressure, a little more information.
They're faking the B-split. It attracts attention of both CTs here. I don't know. Are they boosting over this? Yeah, they are. Interesting. With the gun. Maybe this works.
Ah, a little jiggle from Electronic, but yeah, didn't take that warning sign to heart. Goes right back and falls for it. We have this A1S still in a prime spot.
Yes, we do.
Pistols could still distract. 25 seconds left. The clock will serve as a pressure situation. Apex, he runs outwards. He's a one and done in this moment.
They can't go back to B now.
Navi, they're still just looking to hang on. ZywOo takes another duel, loses it to Boomich. Good deagle shot from Magis. Then the next player's low. Can't finish Boom just yet. Bit comes in from balcony. And that pushes Masuda to the 1v2 with a picked up AK from Electronic's corpse. But he doesn't have armor.
Not only do they need this, but it's possible. Yeah, they don't have armor. Oh, there was an opportunity. No bullet shot back from Bit. He doesn't want to risk it whatsoever. He doesn't care if he doesn't get the kill as long as he stays alive. That's some good prioritization from Bit. Navi gave Masuda some tracers to shoot back at. Man, if Magis gets one more, if Magis gets one more, we have a game on our hands.
Could have shot Boomich anywhere in the body.
They actually got really scared. That one tactic to go up on the boost behind Moto was almost the one that won the round. And I was actually going to call attention to the fact that we haven't seen that much ingenuity from Vitality here on the CT side.
Yeah.
Navi have been controlling the flow of all of these rounds, and to be fair, they've been doing an admirable job of just putting pressure on both sides of the map. It doesn't really feel like there are that many gaps, but Vitality have a lot of tactics. I think that's actually the thing about them that I normally would talk about the most. But they haven't really used their deep mid smoke to put pressure down. We've seen Dupree make plays into alt, and Money hasn't been incredible, but it doesn't seem like the mood is either. I think that's when power position. Really excellent game plan coming into, and not just a game plan, execute. To some of those very, I think, Still only map 1, but a statement.
Rebounding very well from that loss versus Heroic so far. Boomich at the top of that list. 134 ADR coming into round 23. Huge numbers for the IGL. Perfecto going to be pressured by utility here. This is Vitality still trying to hang on to this close press on bottom ramp.
God damn. ZywOo eats that entire molly. He's down to 14 health on Banana.
They're so low.
It looks like they know it's a 3B setup again. Dupree have one escape past him.
Easy first pickup. Oh, a triple from Dupree as he lines up Bit and Boomich. Perfecto, remember, 18 health because of that smoke spam, comes at that fight and dies, and we have Simple in a 1v4 versus all wounded members. Dupree gonna just stamp his name on this round and give Vitality more chances.
What a hold. I mean, a tiny change in elevation is all he needed there. Jumped up on top of the balcony, and that's it. Lined up the 3K spray down.
All right, Simple. Smooth moves. Dupree, man, always good for a pit hold.
Yeah.
Always good for that A-site multi-kill. Not that either him or ZywOo, those two heaviest hitters of Vitality, have kind of given us this standout performance. Not the likes of Boomich.
Yeah, I mean, they might be great players, but they're on the worst team right now.
Yep. Well put. Still, that little bit of extra margin of error for Vitality coming out of round 23. Still trailing Navi by 5. But at least they're not playing against map point. Not yet. Dupree, man of the round. 3 kills from the balcony. First one made easy by the fact that he's jumping, and then that quick little lineup.
And this one was as simple as
elevation change. So smooth.
That was sick. That was as simple as for Navi in seeing that as a 3B setup, immediately busting for top mid and wasting no time transposing into the lane hit. So there was tons of pressure on the 2 players alive, and we saw some heroics out of Dupree.
Oh, another fast fight. Magisk almost snipping Perfecto's wings.
This counters out the fake pressure they put at the bottom of B, which will change Navi's situation slightly. At least maybe add some time to the clock. Tech 9 on for Boomich.
There's a save round on the line with this one too, so Vitality, they're not lost just yet.
Man, I can't believe Vitality are playing 3B this many times. They're leaving Arch open again to be spotted. And I feel like Navi don't want to believe it either. It seems like they might be trying to end in this way, which this could be really smart from Vitality. Not to the Tech 9. Offshot gets, he lives. And Banana. But this is a situation where they
Apex, okay, big pick up there.
Oh, they get the pit player.
Yep.
Dupree goes down. Bomb wrapping around through halls. And Apex doesn't know that Electronic has already snuck onto the site.
Oh, he didn't see that. Comes at it. Electronic's going to give us a second here for Navi. And while they may have lost that Arch fight, Electronic saves the chances of winning this round. It's ZywOo and Masuda versus Electronic and Perfecto. And the CT side still has a smoke on Masuda. That could be used to cut off Electronic, who just looks to lock this in from pit. Perfecto's going to go all the way back into the site. Bomb is planted on the short side of the tall box, and that is big. ZywOo with a little bit of magic, but they need to figure out where Perfecto is at. It's Masuda currently holding a kit. Perfecto, oh, ZywOo. He can smell them as he gets that wallbang into pit and hunts him down backside.
He's on the spice. ZywOo is on the spice.
Cerebral.
Oh, it's a beautiful frag into the graveyard, or into the big pit. I'm glad Vitality won this because they won Banana. Their setup was correct. They read that Navi would come back into it, and it's obviously a really big risk for that late into the round to keep 3 Banana. So But then when Boomich got his Tech 9 frag, things almost fell apart, and ZywOo missed his first duel as well. And Dupree dies over towards the pit.
This could be a fast one. They don't have that third player here. Masuda, he's stuck inside of the
Molly.
incendiary. They know about him.
Oh my god, they pressed up. I mean, Apex is here all alone. He's going to throw maybe a great grenade, but now he gets
so
blind and can't even fall back.
Tech 9 spams the smoke. Apex is able to answer, but there's no damage here. Not enough. No kill. And all of a sudden, the T's, they just swarm this B bomb site. Apex, he's going to find Electronic right after that plant. We've got Boomich on top of boxes, and 2 T's setting the crossfire between Banana and...
What a risk. Coffin's wide open, but they blocked.
Half of what's left of Navi's post plant. Simple's on half health. No, he's not. Full HP with that AK. Pushes past the Molotov. Bit gets the headshot. ZywOo and Dupree somehow able to answer, but now Dupree, he's got 2 players splitting him down the middle, and he throws a smoke not atop the bomb. It is Navi with 5 map points.
God damn, they pulled that off.
They just cranked the dial, run down Banana, smash the pit player out, and they take this one by storm.
Man, and the counter utility was so good, and Perfecto won his duel with the Tech 9 taking over CT control, and that bomb going down on the other side of Fountain wasn't even corroborated to Dupree. He runs into the site. That's just the last place it gets planted, and the only reason they pulled that off is because they were totally aware of the Fountain covering Coffins, leaving it wide open. An interesting idea for Navi. Once again, really well executed. Well, that's how they're going to scoop it up, huh? And that the last round, it was two alive for Vitality, with ZywOo and I think Masuda rotating over from the B site to win versus Perfecto and Electronic. So it was already very expensive, but now to lose to just pistols.
Dire situation. I'll be for you. 5 map points. Gonna be a very tough, insistence from Vitality. He's back, and that's when the rush just kind of outplaying Vitality, right? If any motivation, it's been Navi's way. Vitality hanging on, but Navi a step ahead. 5 steps ahead at the moment. Nice peek from Apex. Sees that flood of utility coming over the top, and if the MP9 can kick this off, then maybe ZywOo's op can lock it in. Oh, and Masuda gets the back of Bit's head. A 5 versus 2 situation. This one not looking done just yet. A half health Simple, 3/4 HP for Perfecto. And they've got bodies to deal with here on this B site, but that could help. The first pull on the string, but Apex just jumping drive-by MP9. That's going to be Simple taken out of this one. Perfecto looking for the clutch, and as many clutches as he may have, this is not his. Vitality, 4 more chances.
Yeah, 4 to get to OT. Why don't we live in a world where that's entirely possible? I mean, yeah, they're fighting. They did that with a pistol. I mean, it was a great setup. They caught one in mid. They caught one on B. They used that up, and they kept their B players safe for the early round, which I think is the huge thing. I believe there are no money here for Navi. No money. Bit has some, but he's just going to hang on to it.
Magisk looking to just bully these unarmed opponents. 4 immediate kills in alt mid. I like it. Let's get it over with. Let's get this game back underway. ZywOo trades out Magisk, the only casualty here for the defense.
Yeah, we've got a real match now.
Rinse and repeat. Let's get it.
Listen, it's one of 2 stories right now. If Vitality get to OT, then yeah, they were kind of every bit as good as Navi. But if that's not the situation, then you can't say that this was really close. It felt like Navi were in control basically every step of the game. So Vitality, their only kind of respectable result to this point is to cross this line and get to overtime and equalize with Navi. Come back on this T side versus this T side.
Vitality not looking too passive. Magisk thinking proactive, moves close to the apartment's entrance. Navi for the time being. Oh, I was going to say just lean back.
Damn.
But Perfecto leans too far, slips. And a broken back. Oh, but there's still a chance at a recovery. Bit, that is so clean.
Man, that's both players on the hall set.
What?
You see them, running at this. But Zaiwu hits a blinder.
God.
Beautiful shot on Electronics. So fast with it. And they shut down this hall's attack.
The goal to just run into Boiler goes combat opping.
Bomb is left back in spawn. They're walking up to the top of Banana. Do they realize how fast they are? Simple kills Apex.
That's going to help.
One of two players dying on the B site early.
Still 50 seconds to squeeze the 3v3.
Vitality pause. They have not rotated off of the A site. Navi, how scared do they think they are? That's the question. This is a brave call for Vitality to make, but it looks like it might pay off.
One smoke to the B site for Coffins.
One in the graveyard right now.
Masuda just alone on B.
Dupree is hoping, crossing his fingers and toes, that they come out of halls in that situation. Op is here to protect him. 20 seconds. And if Zaiwu makes first contact, you better believe Dupree is going to be forgotten about.
Just comes down to the crunch. Dupree doesn't kill the one in the air. Now they know about him, goes back at it, gets the bomb stopped on top of balcony. There's just no time for Simple. And the setup, the 2A play works out.
Whew. What a call to make, man. That was brave. That was brave. They lost Apex on the B site. 3 players there at the top of Banana. That smoke goes down. And Vitality assume it will be respected.
And the target selection from Dupree. Tags up the guy flying down, comes back at it with the lower peak, ends Boomich on top of balcony. Vitality with some fight left in them. That fight from Zaiwu.
So fast. So fast.
And an instant after Dupree drops that bomb, Simple's able to kill him. If that shot comes in half a second sooner, we're talking 3 players on site versus Zaiwu with a bomb plant in Navi's back pocket and a highly probable 16th round win. Instead, they are sent back down into the problematic pistols. Simple, solo AK.
Yeah, it's feeling like a round 30 finish on map 1. Rotating over slowly. Hey, listen, Apex and Masuda have take turns dying here on the B site versus Pistols as well. They're taking a risk just by playing back right now. Smoke comes down, but you can tell Navi's intentions are quite clear. They're going to commit through this, and the rotations could not be farther away. They could not be farther away.
This is it. It's got to be Apex. He wipes the sweat off of his hands, throws the smoke forward. Masuda will be locked out of this. And Apex is about to be tested. Boomich jumps into his death. Oh, Apex able to at least shave off that second. But Masuda is going to be on his own for a little bit longer.
Man, bomb goes down instantly. They're so incredibly slow right now. Masuda holding on to construction control, and all the Ts are in typical positions.
A boatload of utility for the retake.
But only one molly.
A banana flank added in. Simple, that front-running AK shaves off Masuda. He goes down with nothing, and Simple immediately turns his attention back to Banana. He's getting attacked, and Magisk finds that headshot.
They molly the wrong position. Quad is still alive.
They need to somehow unroot both these players. Zaiwu looking for the target. Bit swings out. We've got a Magisk on the bomb. The stabs are there, and Navi's 16-13 with a solo rifle buy and another B-site burst.
Yeah, that's a map locked up. A couple of pistoling rounds here, one from Navi, and they do it in such a chill way. They're not even too excited. They were looking for round 30 to make it happen. And for Vitality, almost everything was really good. They were fighting like animals to get to this point. But the problem was their B-site holds.
Yes.
Masuda and Apex made this too precarious. Either of them dying in almost every situation. And in that spot, you could see from how passive it was. They put tons of stock into themselves to make those kills come. And while Masuda stayed alive and Apex got 2, that wasn't enough.
Nope. Masuda instantly killed by Simple. That one AK pressing close coffins. That's the way she writes it, this one. B-site just not enough from Vitality, and now they have to take it to Mirage, a map that they have a 0% win rate on, but showed good things versus FaZe in that 14-16 loss. We'll see that one soon enough.
Thank you very much, Scrawny and Launders. You'd have to really point out the B-site and poor Masuda and Apex. Sometimes it's also...
Smoke it up. I'ma serve 'em. Spinning on a block with a mop, I disturb 'em. I never killed a nigga, but I'm ready to spit a hollow right on a person. And the curse, I'm about to merge on a nigga's turf. I'ma let a nigga burn, burn, let him burn. And these pussies better learn when I pull up, I'm a burst. Make a nigga see stars spinning, leave him on the curb. Burn him, burn him. All this money I be making, I'ma burn him. Burn him. But I'll switch it to the beam when I'm standing on your ground. You should know to never come around my town. You're not welcome in the hood cause you a clown. I got shooters ready just to let you down. And they not afraid to waste a couple rounds. Burn 'em, burn 'em. All this money I be making, I'ma burn 'em. Burn 'em.
More slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature. Special relativity provides us with a means of going to the stars.
voice inside my head is telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever, let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Don't know when I'll win with you. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head, it's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever, let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever, let's run away together. Find me in the corner of the room, not ready to resume, 'cause like I'm taking, don't wanna be alone, but I'm missing the tone. I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody.
Electronic constructed rocket pass sometimes, so will bid sometimes, depending on who has a better launch. And that's become one of the best ways to counter any fast connector control. But we're going to have to see a layered attack. We're going to have to see some variety in the attacks. And yeah, I mean, they're going to have to play basically the game of their lives, I think, to be able to win this one. It's going to be tough. Any jitters that Navi had coming into this official, I think, are probably off with that result on Inferno. So pressure is on Vitality now.
Dupree did have a standout game versus FaZe. We saw that as their one match. The shining moment for Vitality was nearly taking FaZe down on Mirage, but a 14-16 loss, gut-wrenching at the end. And that's where we had this contest, this head-to-head between ZywOo and Dupree. Who was going to finish with the most amount of frags? I think we need both of them to really come online in this one. Both of them going to be a quintessential piece of any potential Vitality success. And if that success doesn't come here with a victory over Navi, then we're looking at Vitality on the brink of elimination, missing out on the major. When this team was created and composed and formed for the sake of winning events, it was a huge undertaking. Never before seen a French and Danish fusion. And this wouldn't be a good example of it if they can't even make it to Antwerp.
Yeah, and it's possible. You know, Vitality have won 4 out of their last 12 series at this point. 2 of them being at the RMR, and that's why they are at this this match so far. But yeah, that's also, there's 2 best of ones out of those. Yeah, so it's dire, man. It's dire. It's weird. I think it's hard to reconcile a Vitality that has these players and also has these results, because they are not meeting themselves where they're supposed to.
This man on your screen was one of the key reasons that Inferno slipped the way of Navi. Big performance from Boomich.
Yeah, I mean, that actually has to be noted. You're not going to get Boomich carries every map or even every week. That's not even a thing. So that was very lucky for Navi that he played that well, because that was a game that almost went full 30 rounds. But it is something you have to be prepared for. Apex is on the other side of that coin, and he will once in a while have a really heavy carry. And it probably happens more often than Boomich does.
Let's see what they can offer us here. Vitality looking to hang on in this series, looking to take it to Dust 2. Navi looking for a spot at the major after losing a confirmed Legends placing versus Heroic yesterday. A loss that stung so much, they vetoed Nuke and brought Dust 2 into this series. Will we get there? Time to find out. Vitality to the defense, and the ramp play comes through immediately. Electronic going to be passive as he waits. Smoke over the top, but the CTs see that this is pretty much dark. And even though Electronic gets surprised by that one, the fallback is still there. Bit looking to pressure up Connector. Nothing happens just yet.
So yeah, window gets taken over from the T side, and you can see the CT reaction is to go back into a passive setup. They're still leaning towards A. I think this is the appropriate reaction, but Dupree is well damaged.
Apex trying to get by that murder hole without being a problem.
It's ending A here. One coming out of the halls, looking for a timing. Electronic may have made noise. Is his time limited? Electronic gets traded.
Yeah, Magisk, clean kill on that one as he comes over top at the ticket booth. Bomb still at the base of Connector, now going underpass.
They lost such a key player there. Electronic out of the halls was their only way to divide the attention on the CG side, so they're adjusting accordingly. Now this kind of turns into a lurk, and the bomb is a little bit slow, but also the first person showing it B.
Oh my God.
They're relying on this entry. If he doesn't get out of the halls, they're not even going to be able to plant. Yeah.
Simple, he has to come up from catwalk, but there's such little health for Dupree. I mean, if he could just stop the bomb, then that's one thing. Boomich, with his back turned, a 180 into the bench. Dupree just buying good time.
Oh my
the
God.
plant has to come through now. Great coverage. Dupree is now all that's left over, and I mean, he just feels doomed with such little health.
Oh, he had to get that.
That was a tough one.
Oh, Dupree had to get that. Oh,
They're able to fight their way out of a very sticky situation.
That was kind of free. That was kind of free. That was the crossfire on the site. Boomich got one half of it, but he had to spin around to get that.
Boomich had his back turned for a solid 3 seconds.
Yeah, that would have been hard to get that bomb down again. So Boomich count as lucky stars. Navi as a whole, I think, made an adjustment that didn't look that sexy. When they had lost Electronic up in halls, they clearly got very uncomfortable. I mean, they smartly made an adjustment to go to the other side. They still could have hit A, but sending the bomb alone through halls, the rest of Boomich's teammates kind of really taking their time. There was a number of ways that could have gone wrong.
Dupree, a deagle kill. Zywoo burned into the open. And Simple, with open arms, accepts that push. Perfecto gonna peel another off of this A site, so maybe Magisk can offer us something, but the scout player in Apex is dead. It's really just jungle. It seems problematic for Vitality at this point. Simple, gonna keep it clean. Double headshot into the ticket players, and that is Navi with the 2-0.
Yeah. They wanted to think about that anymore, how awkward that first round was. They got a clean second once for the most part. No money here for Vitality. They can even go into Mac 10s off this, knowing that Vitality have no money. just instantly win mid with a fast window smoke, some pressure towards connector. Bomb left back, but they've already made progress and they know that no one's jumped out.
We'll get Dupree onto the boxes. No. Not able to hold on to that position. Simple very quickly, just going to move in. Clears out a bunch of corners. Squats the ladder room. Makes contact with that far pistol player. I like the re-aggression there from Masuda, trying to catch Simple while he is rotating all around. I mean, he is such a pain point for Vitality in this one. Magisk, Mac 10 to the chest, and the dead body. ZywOo, nothing. 5 up here for Navi. That is an excellent 3-0.
Yeah, that's a money maker. They can even keep the Mac 10s completely viable depending on the tactic. This could obviously lead into a B-site hit if they want to, but there's a number of fast tactics on Mirage where you could have a Mac 10 and be good. Whether it's fast connector pressure, fast cat splits, or just ladder room control, or some kind of Halls pop. But they don't even keep it. Oh, actually, they buy into the op. They get the Mac 10 out for an AK, and they go right into a default. And are looking to play it so Simple with a spawn.
Ooh.
Oh my god, right into the brains of Masuda.
Later.
Damn.
B-site left with a hollow head.
That was an insane shot.
And if you thought guns were just going to, be a way to alleviate the pressure.
Bit has no one here at the top of middle. They're flashing under. Oh, they flashed.
No!
Oh, they flashed their teammate.
Apex lends Bit a helping hand.
Man.
Betrays Magisk with the flash.
You don't know who to blame, though. He might not have turned properly. Shot gets missed. Okay, and the CTs hit one back.
That's a door left ajar, but Boomic will still punish Apex, who just runs right out through the smoke. I didn't even see a flash with that.
I'm actually not sure why he just ran through that. There was Hall's pressure and A-ramp pressure, and this was a 3v3 for a second.
And your CTs were both rotating around a jungle. You would have been 3 players behind the smoke, ready to just push in and trade frag. Dupree does still have his smoke, so
Boomic is out in the open.
yeah, this is, and it continues to be.
One smoke for the Halls, but
ZywOo and Simple both scoped up.
Simple went under Balk. Still worried about CT. ZywOo might clear him, but the position of Apex will be the one to counter the CTs and Dupree. I think he just wants to try to grab this op if he can. We'll see if he can even save.
He lines him up, but Simple with another clean op headshot locks in a 4th consecutive for Navi. T-side starting well. A drop kick to start that off. Poor Masuda sent back to the Stone Age.
So a beautiful shot, and they found a timing to push into underpass, and Bit was incredibly vulnerable in that position in underpass, and they tried to flash him. But not only does he dodge the flash, Magisk, who's supposed to peek, eats it. That's just not the way you want to see that round go down. But even from there, Apex running through the jungle smoke with no flash. That's a play where he felt like he was losing, but from our perspective, they didn't lose yet. Yikes.
Shots into the legs of Masuda, and look how stranded they are. Boomic doesn't want to offer them the kill, but I mean, these two CTs, they still just have to fight this. They're stuck. Dupree's trying to push upwards, and he actually gets away with this.
Yeah, he actually played that pretty scared.
Electronic falls down into the B site, dies to the deagle of ZywOo, who then quickly repositions and has Dupree help in from Cat. That one M4 pushing top mid, finding a kill, falling back Cat, getting another, and then Masuda still losing out to Bit. A recoverable situation here from Navi as Bit doubles into that Cat setup, and all of a sudden, we have Navi alive and kicking.
Yeah, now they know there's actually 1B. Everyone in a rotator spot. This would be an incredible mid-round to win. And it feels like they've done the hard part. One player left here on ZywOo, and he has 30 HP. They clear get right. He's obviously dead meat, and they do go for it. Instant headshot, of course.
A jump. Oh.
2 on 5 from Navi. Shout out to Bit for taking care of himself in mid. 2 on Cat, 1 in connector, and he walks up onto the steps and separates all those fights perfectly.
Does whatever he damn well wants.
Mollied Cat and then watched his molly.
And Magisk, has to just grab that AK and let this slip. Navi's 5th by way of 2v5.
What a beautiful round from Bit.
Oh, and Dupree was trying his damnedest. That was such a nice play. Gets so quickly up Cat to come try and help out ZywOo, who is obviously calling that he's under pressure but doesn't really have anybody nearby. The top mid player had to come all the way reeling through Catwalk, and it looked good. It looked good, but Bit looks that much better.
Yeah. Honestly, you know, shocked at how kind of careful he was about watching his molly. You'd think that would be respected. But such a good read on this play. Look at this. I mean, yeah, so scared of connector, but immediately just handles everything. Oh, that was a bit of a freebie, man. Navi did not look good there. Boomich had 2 players running up mid towards him. They did not have an advantage to kill him, but he was terrified. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and with that shot, simple 11-1. Apex jumps down bottom middle, trying to maybe join Dupree, but instead, I mean, he was about to get hit from underpass if it wasn't top mid.
Wow.
Bro, Apex kind of throwing himself into some sticky situations.
Yeah.
And I tried to highlight it coming into the game. Like, he's in a very compromised spot when it comes to mid. He's going to be a key piece to a lot of these rounds, and he's running through smoke. He's being found in the middle of the open.
He's just such a crazy, crazy man.
He is who he is. And sometimes it works. Right now, it hurts. Navi, gonna find their way easily into this A site. Magisk has been found while this B apartments push nets vitality. Nothing. 6 in a row.
And Bit's frying too. Wasn't really even stand out on Inferno. Oh, they're gonna kill him in the exits too? Can't even let him save? No, okay.
They'll try.
They'll at least survive here.
Navi with a ferocious start to Mirage.
The other day we saw 3 Mirage games in a row, and then Stown had the 1.99 rating versus Heroic, and then Simple came through in the next map and had like a 2.27 rating on Mirage right after him.
Oh, you think you're good?
Yeah.
Let me show you great.
Right now, Simple is 0.10 or more ahead of any other player at the event, with also the tied for the most maps played.
You don't sound surprised.
It's a good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy when that is just his average. Look at this shot, bro. Blows
So
him
sick.
away.
That's so sick.
ZywOo has no chance.
I mean, could he even really see him? Was it just timing? Like, that was disgusting.
I think I just watched ZywOo's soul evaporate.
It's made of water.
I don't know.
I think he would pick Squirtle as a starting Pokemon. I could see
ZywOo?
it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he's a Bulbasaur kind of guy.
A Bulbasaur?
Yeah, you can see that too, right?
Yeah, I guess I could see that because he lives on a farm.
He has chickens.
Yep.
He does indeed.
And probably some plants. Four map win streak versus solid teams on Mirage for Navi. 16-5 versus OG and Heroic on Mirage. 16-11 versus Heroic most recently. Last loss to G2 at Cato.
Somebody's got to send Simple the memo, dude. CZ, so outdated.
Dude, I just switched off the CZ. Maybe I should switch back.
Smoke to mid window.
I just switched to 1280 by 960 as well. The GOAT res.
Whoa. This guy. Oh, Apex. Okay, that's, you know what? That's a little, just a little sigh of relief.
All of France needed that kill right
Yes.
there. They needed it.
A lot of things have not been going Apex's way, so for that smoke spam to come through, hang on to the 5v4. That's how Vitality feel right now.
Is he
Looking for their
walking into
first
this?
round
Apex
win.
walking through the middle of the site. Oh my god.
A double up from Perfecto. They're really putting the pressure onto the shoulders of ZywOo, and with that flash comes a Molotov. He's
No
going to be
smoke.
burned into the open, takes Electronic down, and jumps over to the garbage can. 35 seconds for Navi to still get this bomb planted. If they can just lock in jungle, they'd be good, but Dupree does still hold this line. Simple quickly punches in those digits. Masuda finds Perfecto, so it's a simple clutch and a no-scope first. A second shot right there, and versus ZywOo, he goes over top. He holds, and he hopes. He falls back down. His 14th kill in 7 rounds. If he can just kill ZywOo. A battle of the...
Oh!
And he does it every time! World class. An absolute phenom. He takes those shots with confidence.
Wow. What a way to go 7-0. And yeah, right, all right, okay.
How is that what happens next?
All of France needed that.
Apex. I'm so sick of this guy.
God damn. Was it two no scopes or one
Two
quick
no-scopes,
scope?
dude.
Yeah.
And
With
you saw
beat.
when he jumped on the triple box, he even, like when he had that one shot as Zywoo was on top of Ticket,
Yeah,
that was also an attempted no-scope.
did, yeah,
he
gave
just
it a shot.
attempted 3 no-scopes
He did.
and landed 2 of them.
And still won the round. When's it going to get boring? You know?
Never.
When's it going to get boring?
Never.
That's what I want to know.
As long as Simple plays Counter-Strike, this game will never die. I mean, he just pushes what's possible. Apex looking for another scout kill.
You could do it.
Missed shot. Good damage on the follow-up. Great grenade as well. So this one looking winnable. Magisk, he's going to use the assists from Zywoo and Apex, but Boomich
Both
on the
spotted.
recovery. He's going to fall back into Apex's pistol. Fire at the feet of Electronic. And 100 health on Apex as he stands up. A 3K from Apex puts his team on his shoulders. That was a solo scout buy that worked for Vitality. Not the way you'd expect them to break through this spree of Na'Vi victories.
Yeah, it's a really nice. I mean, such an insane shot from Apex as well to kick it off. But we'll say there's a few of these rounds, man, where Apex is the one who is allowing Na'Vi to get back into it, and he needs to be a bit more careful. I hate to like say, you know, Apex, here's how risky you can be, because you kind of take the good with the bad with a player like him. Definitely, there's spots where I feel like it's like a clear mistake with the kind of aggression that he's partaking in. That last round, he was just like walking through the middle of the site with the A attack coming through, and I guess he didn't know it. But where was he going to end up exactly is the question. Looks like the B site is about to come under fire.
Well-timed nade at the least.
Yeah, that's solid. Oh, Masuda playing fence. He has no nades. He doesn't even have a smoke for himself here.
Free, gonna be able to help out. Oh, 2 kills for, no, excuse me, that's Masuda into the mix.
Oh.
He's the one with the double bit. Hits the headshot, jumps immediately outwards. Boomich holds off on the bomb plant. Thinks about instead dropping it for Cat, but it just sits inside that smoke. Zywoo, he's stuck inside of the market. Bit's gonna hear that movement. Oh, and
my.
another one. Bit is looking to add his name to the highlight reel, but he can't spray down Magisk. Boomich comes out, dropped to 23 health, gets the kill versus Magisk. Apex right there on top of him, an escape around the corner. Apex gives chase. Boomich looks to lock in the headshot, but it's Apex with the kill, the clutch, and a second for Vitality.
Yeah, he's just holding down. He's holding down the mouse 1, pressing on the pedal.
There's a piece of utility in that play that I'm a little curious
I actually
about.
don't know why they
In the
smoked
apartments,
inside
right?
the market. Yeah, because it's smoked too high up, so I'm not exactly sure.
The
The
only
only
thing-
thing it would cover is the
Boost.
bricks boost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would only cover the bricks boost to the window. Yeah. So I guess there is that for sure. Maybe they thought it was a cat setup, and in that case, that would help.
Seems like a read. We have seen that boost at times.
Yeah, it can
Sometimes.
it can be annoying. Especially if the rotators come off mid, for example. In a mid setup, they'll bricks boost first, and then they can try to see into the window. So that could have been a counter. Would have been cool to see that come into play.
Very niche.
It is all about small advantages. That situation could have got really ugly. I wonder why Masuda was out of nades completely in that spot. You know, usually only play fence if it's a really bad situation. Oh, almost never. Almost never.
All right, critical situation for Vitality. They pick up that second consecutive. Then immediately just apply the pressure to Palace in round 10. Electronic dead. Masuda takes over. Navi trying to figure out how to pull this off with just 3 Deegs and a Glock. Apex, a bit of a lifeline right now for Vitality, right? We come into this game praising Boomich for his performance on Inferno. Apex was looking a little squirrely in a couple of these rounds.
Oh, man.
But he did also get that scout impact followed by the 1vx clutch. Simple.
That's a M4 they can take back if they'd like.
Yeah, with the smoke they'll get it. Deagle thrown to Boomich, so that's everybody with something to work with for Navi.
They would have heard him running back, but do they know how many other Ts are in place right now?
Apex trying to make a move.
They've got the underpass walk up. Apex is going to take this hard angle. He immediately goes down to the M4 of Dupree.
On 65 health, he walks up there.
Probably won't expect Magis to refresh their spot, but he misses a few bullets. Oh my god. Oh no.
Man advantage. Now Masuda, he could just still sit inside A site.
Yeah, they used the smoke. Oh, they took over
Boost.
window.
Zai was going to get blindsided. Simple instead doesn't get the kill. They're going to come running up connector. Masuda behind boxes.
Oh, he's missing everybody by accident. This
There's
is
the
so
jump.
close. No way.
Oh, he gets Simple over the back. Perfecto finds the bang. 10 seconds left. It's Zaiwu versus Perfecto. Perfecto doesn't even have armor, so as he goes for this bomb plant, Zaiwu ends it, and what could have been fizzles out, but
Jesus.
Navi makes Vitality sweat.
That's crazy. The amount of awkward moments there, the amount of timings, the amount of good kills too, I mean, from Navi, but they just, yeah, too many of those first attempts. Bullets missed. Very scary. And they get that third round, but it's so pricey.
Yeah, huge cost. And with that cost, I feel like Navi, they can smell the blood in the water.
Two push under right now, and Electronic I think is going to have it called, so let's see if he watches this properly.
He keeps thinking about looking away. Look at that, caught with nades. If only he had kept his head on a swivel. Dupree comes back up from underpass.
Oh, what?
Another turn of affairs.
What?
Bit and Perfecto both low, but from 3v5 to 3v3, you know they're going to take this. And they still have somebody kind of locked into the apartments. Both teams aware of it. Masuda just wants to get away.
The thing is, Bit doesn't have the HP to chase down Masuda, and he's actually just going to try to evacuate over to the A site while they still have this lurk in window. And we've talked about this before, but having ladder room control can still be very helpful towards an A split. Simple if he peeks off CAD into connector, for example, he can help them if any CT forgets. Oh, timing. Shadow. Oh, okay, Masuda wins that. His gun's swinging around. But this can also feel like the B split is coming. So Masuda's looking up in the halls. They're still tucked connector.
Zaiwu just needs to land this one. Easy does it versus Perfecto. Bit in an unlikely situation as Apex comes over top of the stairs, grabs an AK for Vitality's 4th round win.
Yeah, close call. They almost make it work. I can't believe Bit wins that duel versus Underpass. That was just disgusting. He's in that zone right now. I mean, like, you know, all of last year it was like every game Bit was winning duels like that, but he's not been in super incredible form recently.
It's 4 in a row. It's recovery mode for Vitality.
Oh.
They took their beating in the first 7. They've gotten up, dust themselves off. And have had to claw their way back into this. 17-5. Simple.
Damn. Another 4 rounds to go as well.
And then you've got to deal with the Navi CT half.
I feel like Zaiwu's been pretty careful, pretty reliable so far. He'll miss one, but he'll spot one.
It's information gained. Electronic already exiting ramp. Tucking into this spot. Smoke will go past him.
Oh.
Could be the deagle.
Yeah.
Quick crack of the whip from Electronic, and
Man, if they throw one flash, he's already got a lead. I don't think they have any utility, though. Oh, yeah, they won't even be able to help him.
nades go
Oh,
past.
2 spotted, 1 CT, 1 under balcony. Electronic misses his first shot.
And everybody's already tagged. Look at this. Kill
Nicely
feed
done.
flooded full of Navi deaths. Tons of assists on that one as well. So just well timed for Vitality. The grenades land on the money. Perfecto playing dodgeball with frag grenades. Oh, Dupree
What?
just kills Magisk. Okay.
I think
Was he
it was
falling?
when he was falling.
It was when he was falling, right?
He literally just got unlucky and a bullet hit Magic. The magic bullet.
No such thing as friendly fire.
Yeah.
Poor Magisk.
Wow.
But that bullet's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. No way. Ever since Magisk left Astralis, Dupree hates him, you know?
Oh, man.
It's kind of a $5,000 death. but-
Yeah, that's like, it's funny for, I think it's funny. They
It
don't.
is, yeah.
It's funny.
No, it is, you're right.
I'm just like, what did I do wrong? Wrong place, wrong time.
Oh my
Zaiwu, he's got a handful of bit underneath him, but Apex helps out. That top mid contest goes very nicely for Vitality. This is the heads-up gun round, a big one for Vitality as they continue to try and get a lead at the end of this CT half. They're looking to one-up Navi with 8 rounds in a row. And this one is flawless.
Wow.
Not a single point of damage to Navi's name.
Hell yeah, that was a sick setup. You know, top mid control, they deal with underpass, and then everyone coming up A. Yeah, there's only one player on the site, but he's sitting under balcony, and they don't molly him. They don't molly him. They molly top balcony, and he stays alive. Rotation comes in.
Please, Zaiwu. Please save us.
Oh, is this the point of the major where Apex says we need you? Well,
Yeah.
We can't win, and then they win.
Yeah, he's going to try to do it. Back-to-back majors.
Get to top 8. Uh-oh.
Missed smoke.
Could be on purpose. Sometimes you miss a smoke to keep the CTs in window while you rush B.
That's what I say when I miss smokes.
Fallen actually did this a long time ago.
Apex going to take out Bit's legs. Shoots him in the knees. They're going to do it again. Look at this. This is the smoke we were talking about. If you guys didn't catch it a few rounds prior, we say
Yeah.
it only blocks
We
off
could look
the
from
bricks.
yeah, Dupree's position, but yeah, it'll pretty much only block bricks.
If he plays ahead of it, it's not a problem. Masuda knows that one's gone by, but Dupree very quickly, very swiftly sweeps it away. Simple response. And Zaiwu into position fast enough to just push all of this onto the shoulders of Boomich. He gets swarmed, and Vitality, what hell of a resurgence.
Sometimes, because of B exec nades, sometimes they take a long time to land. Like, for example, the market window. So you kind of have excess smokes if you're going to hit the site. Sometimes you don't even need one. So you might throw the market window smoke to land after, but you still might get opt on your way in because you can't wait for that thing to land first. So that might be a reason they're just saying, okay, well, we have $300 extra bucks on this attack. Let's use it just for this one position to help us get out of the window.
Sure.
And if it's 1 of 2 spots they're in, I mean, that could be the difference between that and a plant.
They almost saw the man in underpass. Oh, but Magis comes away with 2 health and a kill.
Electronic's mad. That's his play.
Yeah, Perfecto's going to come get him. No reason for Magis to survive this. He has 2 HP, and he is locked in underpass. But you know what? Now he's actually got teammates trying to fight tooth and nail. There it is, the rescue mission to get Magisk.
Yeah, they supported it. I mean, they had the smoke in middle. They had a teammate in connector. VIP treatment for Magisk.
And suddenly, I'm impressed. Vitality, they're shooting for the 8 rounds in a row. Like, I thought this was going to be a domination. Now they go into Palace. Simple, lies in wait, changes position. You want some? Come get some. Apex on the closest of corners. Simple doing the dance of death. And this time, the no-scope is not there for him. Here comes Zaiwu, locking it in from triple with a double op shot, make it a trio of kills on the top of connector as Vitality go from 0-7 to 8 rounds straight.
8 rounds straight. Look good doing it. A lot of mid control in there. got to be feeling pretty good because it started out like another Mirage loss for them. Again, they're fighting back against an 0-6 loss streak on this map versus their best opponent so far. But then to come back 8 rounds at the end, it's Navi who are going to be feeling bad now.
Sort of, you know, scratching their heads, like, what happened?
Yeah, it is kind of the
All kicked off by Apex with the 3K scout round.
3K scout, and they never looked back.
Dumpstered Simple top mid, and
You
from
know-
that point forward, Vitality knew we can do this.
Yeah, and not just that, but he just didn't die in like these silly ways.
He
you
did
know, for
yeah,
the rest
yeah,
of the half.
Yeah.
Because he was just kind of giving
Yeah.
away strong positions a number of times.
If Apex could go back, I'm sure there's a few decisions in the first 7 rounds that he just decides not to make. But, you know,
No,
losing rounds isn't as bad as losing your character. Simple double Berettas. About to rock Vitality if they try to come out from Palace. Bit shaves Apex off of the underground.
you don't want to go there when you know there's a connector player in the first place, but now there's Simple too. Oh,
Way too easy. 2 guns, 3 kills. Palace belongs to the king.
they were kind of waiting for that, weren't they? Hunted down underpass. Simple literally face turned towards Palace and nobody exposed to it.
And with that 3K, he is 22-9.
Damn, I'm going to look at his past Mirage performances alone. Let's just see.
The Woo can offer us nothing.
I swear, Simple is almost as good as Brokey these days.
Simple, not going to be able to get any others. It's Boomich to end it, but a pistol comfortably in the back pocket of Navi to restart the war machine that we saw take that 7 rounds straight. It's been a little while since they were able to win one. Pistol's the great equalizer. Now Vitality going to have to get through what is a 3 A1S buy from the side of Navi.
Simple 4 maps ago got 65 kills on Mirage.
In what? How many OTs?
Okay, it was 37-34. Remember that
Okay.
AGO game?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like, why are we not talking about that then? What is this?
In regulation. What?
What is this?
Electronic going 3 and 14?
No, this thing.
Oh. I just noticed that. Yikes. Oh, the cheerleader stack.
V-I-T-O-L-I-T-Y. Vitalité. Vitalité.
Yeah. How's it go?
V.
La.
La 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 vitalité. That is burned into my head ever since we had a crazy little pack of Vitality fans swarm a hotel in Copenhagen.
You give Apex half an ounce and the chance start.
I don't know what that was.
That was
Cursive.
some kind of code.
Runes. And ruins for Vitality because, yeah, that's money. Perfecto ace.
I'll let that sizzle. Nicely done with the MP9. How much money was that? So much. 2,400, 2,700 with the pistol kill. No deaths.
Money.
Money.
That's a set of 7s on the slots. Jackpot. Navi to the lead.
Oh, 33 actually. 4 kills. Damn.
That's why I don't do math. The numbers go up and the numbers go down. Right now the numbers lean the way of Navi on the scoreboard. A missed shot from Simple. Believe it or not.
Oh no, I had it right the first time. Sorry for taking time out of your day to correct myself.
You sure? Final answer?
Locking it in.
Odd from Simple, looking for targets. He knows they're behind those boxes, just can't do anything about it. They'll throw a grenade all the way in. That's a quarter of ZywOo's health. A little dunk on Apex for 4. trying to get this three-man core pushed up catwalk. Bit's about to have his hands full. Oh my god, and his head full as well, full of lead. Masuda, insta headshot. Perfecto can't get anything else, and this op of Simple is now dropping more than one shot, but he drops the bomb, and that could be huge. But he gets swept away by Dupree, and the B site belongs to Vitality. Fire on the feet of Magisk, but he'll still commit to that plant, no problem. The T side take their 9th. We are tied yet again.
That was really painful to watch. After one guy goes down on Cat, the way that they turn the corner so quickly. Okay, if Simple picks one off, Perfecto's probably a little bit more comfortable. If Simple gets 2, of course, that's a total release of pressure on the site. So those op shots draws just allowed Vitality to scale faster and faster. But credit to them for continuing to go forward as quick as they did. But Perfecto's spot ended up looking really, really bad. And then Simple just ran out of space within a few seconds. And, yeah, I mean, Vitality won. They don't have all the money in the world, but they might be able to kill Boomich. Maybe not. That's an interesting call.
There were chances, man. Simple had chances, and he had that back sight.
Yeah.
But a few dropped op shots. Vitality happy to swarm him.
Yeah, Perfecto's really relying on him there. Because he doesn't want to have to peek around the corner. They're already at get, right? But he also has to deal with the hall split. So his position was just not good to be in. But he didn't have time to be somewhere else because his teammate just died at the corner of Cat. After the turn off on the bricks.
Simply too much to handle.
He was in a really good spot to catch a lurk out of halls.
Thinking hard.
Stares pensively. Stoic.
Time to recover, Navi. Boomich going to be the key piece, the kingpin of round 19. And they're going to try to set him up with Electronic. Magisk going to have to take both these players, but an insta headshot gives Electronic a gun. Oh, they could quickly just work their way up Cat if they really want to scramble here, but Boomich just got Dupree through the connector smoke.
Oh, yeah, they're already kind of stacked over towards the B site. Okay, Zywoo's in the window, and I think they kind of half want to pause. There's a chance to kill Simple. Coming up the steps right now. He gets a shot off on Masuda, but it's through the floor. Doesn't do that much damage. 2-2 to sites. I'd still rather be Navi in this position, but at least Vitality have killed one of the lurkers. Now, this is one position where this spot in the site, you know, could be the one to win, especially if the time goes low enough. And look at Boomich.
He's getting to the right position.
Starting to mosey on over to the B site. This one from Bit. It's really not fun to play, but on low time, teams make mistakes. That AK crossing the window now.
Boomich still hasn't reloaded.
He's gotten to the doorway. Oh,
my
he
God.
goes down instantly.
Now all of a sudden they get out from the B apartments. Bit in position. He is stuck in this spot and not able to get anything else. Masuda turning this on its head. 3 kills for him. Great recovery. He kills Simple down in the underground. And then clears this B bomb site. Electronic with the retrieved AK. But he's 3 and 15. Oh, and Masuda is going to give us his 4th to give Vitality that 10th. A damn nice try from Boomich.
Yeah.
So clean to kill Magisk. The spray on the Cat player through smoke.
Masuda has recovered his scoreline heavily, and on this T side was also the one to get that lightning fast entry, turning the corner on Cat as well. Saving Vitality in a couple of spots now.
Yep. Showing his value here. As Vitality pull back ahead, 10 rounds to 9. And Navi finding themselves on a full buy. We got Dupree trying to get around that Cat smoke. Electronic within connector. He's not alone. No, Simple right there with him.
Yeah.
And shots in both directions. These CTs with bullets whizzing by them. Walking around the danger zone. Little gap for Electronic. He's looking to catch Apex and will do so wonderfully. Turns it around towards Palace. And doesn't get that second just yet. Zywoo's scoped up now on that very same gap. So if Electronic comes in for second servings, He may be given his just desserts.
I was going to say, man, Electronic, he's a connector specialist, and he should be able to get a lot of easy kills, actually, because he's so smart about the way that he plays connector. But right now, he's not himself. Running really low on confidence. You just don't see him at these score lines, you know, 2 maps in 1 tournament. It's not been a good run from him so far. But there is a key frag. I mean, that shuts down all the pressure towards the A site. Look how much time it bleeds off the clock. We're crossing 40 seconds now.
Dupree's still just locked into ladder.
He just has such an enormous amount of responsibility. As we can see from the minimap, you know, Electronic, he is not going to have support if they come out of halls, into window, from ladder room, in connector as well. He just has to win his duels.
ZywOo post.
They're gonna try to catch him lurking here. Oh my God! What?
Boomich through the ticket, gets blasted away. Dupree falls out of ladder. Electronic will bring one down. That's Magisk taken out of it. ZywOo, his 6th sense tingling, 6 seconds on the clock. Dupree's looking to strike this down. Oh, but the bomb plant, it's been denied. The bomb plant gets denied, and NAVI will tie at 10.
Yeah, no time to actually pull that off. I mean, they didn't have significant control there. That's a bit of a flub from Vitality. Yes, there are some nice kills from NAVI, but really, the only thing that they had to do on that round was Electronic kills 1 at the bottom of connector, and everything slows down. They literally hit the most ridiculous frag in the world just to get in the site. And then they missed they didn't have a ticket smoke, I'm assuming. I don't know what that ticket smoke was. That could have been from the CT side for a one-way, but, you know, that's not doing anything for the T side.
No.
Potentially got interrupted by a molly. Maybe that's the case. That would be actually sick.
Masuda and Dupree, the only AKs here for Vitality. Looking to recover this. If not, they're offering momentum to NAVI. This is going to be a key round as we are in the final 10 of regulation. And Simple's just going to stay posted on this. He dares you to peek. Oh, he misses. And that's 2 AKs now getting into Tetris. Boomich is going to smoke himself off. He's surviving, but barely.
What?
And he gets the headshot to Masuda. He is just dodging danger. Still alive in this. He's got a player also just on the edge of smoke. Electronic and Simple come swinging outwards, and Boomich, he is just invincible. Magisk, the only player to do anything in this one for Vitality. NAVI own this A site.
No way, man. Boomich, buy a lotto ticket. That is so ridiculous, dude. He had no play he could have made, and the smoke area was so small. That was the easiest spam ever. Bullets go outside of his head. Like a chalk outline on a dead body. But it shoots back.
I don't understand how not even one of those rounds hits him.
I don't know. And he just aimed straight.
Just shoot back.
Literally off audio. I mean, full credit for that. He lined that up well.
And the support system there for Boomich after as well, right? Electronic and Simple both just simultaneous swings.
Okay, they didn't take it for granted. But Vitality, quickly organize on this B lean. Okay, deep molly comes through. They really don't have much to work with here.
Man.
Are we even talking about a single flash? No one's got anything.
We got a Deagle and a P250.
It's hard to justify no flashes at all, but if they want to grab an op again, I guess Dupree doesn't want to invest. This could just be a thinking round for Vitality as they creep towards the B site. You know, this looks like one where you just want to skip forward, but from Vitality's perspective, they want to get kills, any kills that they can get before inevitably losing. So they should take it seriously.
Perfecto's playing with nades. Gonna track Masuda as he jumps out the window first. First to exit, first to fall. And this test passed with flying colors. Apex will get 1 frag. That's the only thing Vitality are able to nab here in this one as NAVI reestablish a lead.
Yeah, they at least take him out. I think a timeout is going to be called. Maybe they can talk about some stuff. Now, Vitality definitely still have odds in this game. We've seen some really good mid attacks as well. I think they're on level with what we're seeing from NAVI. They clearly know how to come for the CT side. On the other side of things, Electronic still has a chance to redeem himself. He's
Yeah.
at such an important spot here on CT where there's, even in this match, a ton of mid pressure, so he's going to see a lot of action. So you're almost always going to see rounds come down to his opening engagements.
And he is the last player that just kind of needs to get into the game, right? Everybody on Vitality's side offering something.
Yeah.
And for the moment, Simple has been picking up the slack that Electronics score leaves to grab.
But he can't replace where he is on the map.
Exactly.
So that's what's really important. And we see the game plan is leaning into him as well. I mean, I would definitely look at the scoreboard and say, yeah, let's keep putting pressure on mid.
Time to turn it up. Simple will be boosted into ladder. We saw that reservoir of smoke grenades left in the Vitality T-spawn.
I think they're constantly going underpass to make sure that Simple hasn't, Electronic hasn't dropped out of the window in the beginning of the round. The boost will offer up no engagement here. And Apex is coming out from underpass. Yeah, Electronic again. We see his first pressure point. They walk out middle, and Electronic finds a creative way to approach that, actually.
Wow, Apex picks up the kill.
On Bit.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. I think he's going to go try to cover his teammate. Well, this early portion of the round has been won from Vitality. That's all they'll have to think about.
Immediate rollback, grabs bomb. Looks like mid's still the intended target. Apex not going to be able to help ZywOo try to pinch down into connector, and then it's given up. Electronic decides to skate back into safety of jungle.
Yeah, can't do too much more.
He has no incendiary, no smoke, just that one flash for him to work with. Perfecto's utility on Catwalk, a frag. So really just open lines of sight, which could still play into their hand if they're able to pinch it, but Perfecto goes all the way back into the B site. Apex, oh, he takes a chance. And Electronic's gonna take some spam damage. Dupree's able to end him. Boomich takes his helm here inside of jungle. Dupree locked into the corner, and the bomb given to what is 3 CTs stacked atop it. ZywOo looking to recover. 3 immediate kills back the other way, and Vitality stay within striking distance, trailing Navi by 1.
Wow, we were watching ZywOo, and what a shot by Masuda. 2 instant headshots in that 2-on-3 situation. Those rotations looked like it was going to be too much to deal with. Look at that.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Insane adjustment onto Simple. What a way to earn that. Damn. You know, one thing I'll say is, you know, even though he's having such a bad game, he's not playing like it. He's still playing confidently, which is really important. I mean, his job description doesn't change just because he's having an off day. No one's going to take his spot. And Navi are also keying into the fact that Vitality are leaning in his direction. So I think that's what we saw. A lot of these rotations, this late connector control, and the hit towards the A site. They're calculating that. But it's aim that wins the rounds with Masuda and his 2 beautiful headshots.
It just looked like they had so much control, but crisp kills at the end of the day make a world of difference. Navi back under question here. They bottom out the banks. Looking for that quick mid clash, but Vitality posturing more so towards A out of the gate. We'll see if Boomich can get away with another highway robbery.
Yeah, you see he dumps his whole kit because he's worried about this when they go for squeeze for mid control after seeing the smoke that they will hit A site, and now the CTs are starting to come back. And this is also the added value of taking over mid. You've got fast rotations to both sides.
Navi trying to get ahead of this.
ZywOo has been finding these jackknife op frags out of A ramp.
Unlikely that they get caught off guard.
Picked the wrong spot for Boomich.
High alert here from Navi.
Could
ZywOo walks out.
Could still get mollied on default, and they're worried about it. Yeah, it's coming now, and he used his smoke earlier, so he can't smoke himself out.
Oh, it's desperate, but he's found a little bit of a pocket, and he even dinks ZywOo down to 10. Smoke grenades come up in front of jungle. Bit offers some fire through. Electronic on stairs drops bomb. And this could be a world of hurt for Vitality. Masuda trying to fight for it. Gets the bomb back at least. 45 seconds. CT swarming. Here comes the push above ticket. Perfecto resides in smoke. And now we get the mid lurk. Dupree, he's gonna shoot Electronic in the back of the head, sprays into the smoke. Perfecto, there's one, but Magisk with the double, and Bit goes down. Vitality tie at 12.
God damn, let's go, Magisk. Oh, Apex is out of the seat now. That's hype. What a way to win. Off the lurk from Dupree. tagging one, but seeing two more. And that's all the info he needed to get Dupree, his Danish brother, on the same page. And almost a sick hold there from Navi. Very fine margins. And we saw Perfecto actually used a creative piece of cover there for Electronic. Right-clicked a nade in front of the stairs as Electronic was sitting there fighting. Nearly got him out of that position. But then Dupree came in for the counter. That was a hard one to read. I don't even think he started out mid on that default. Full A attack almost goes wrong. Look who's fragging.
Critical time to offer us a three-piece. And again, you know, the bottom of Vitality's scoreboard, nearly as high as its top.
They're repeating the exact same rounds. Top mid smoke, window
Close
smoke.
pistol.
Yeah. Oh.
3 players though. Boomich never really had a chance in hell.
Yeah.
Felt good about the likelihood of maybe catching one, but he falls into the snake pit of Vitality's A setup. Simple looking to make that Deeg sing. Incendiary's destined for the site, and that's Electronic's head popped. Push out to triple, Perfecto killed towards mid, so the pitch is definitely on. Simple, now taken down. Bit, he somehow gets 2 kills with just that one USP. Hey, you take what you can get, but Vitality, they'll take the lead.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They are so close to doing this, winning Mirage.
Breaking the curse.
Breaking the curse. 0-6. They would go 1-6 with this win. But more importantly than anything else, apart from a map streak, is just getting to map 3. They win. They qualify to the major. That's what's on the line. We've got a jovial Zywoo.
Job's not done just yet.
Squad that looks more like themselves. A hyped up Apex.
Light utility for Navi's 26th. Simple to the top of stairs. Smoke on Palace, ramp peeks his, sees the nades, blinded, finds Masuda, and Vitality are looking to just charge headstrong into this A site.
Whoa.
Simple! Wow. Finds Dupree. Apex, he tries to prioritize plant, but Bit comes in with a crucial kill, and suddenly Vitality left grasping at air. Oh, they try to stop the hemorrhaging. And a kill versus Simple could certainly help. You've got the X factor, the Z factor of Zywoo alive and kicking. And he just found a little bit of a timing.
Yeah, he's thinking. And Magix is clearing over top of the balk.
Oh,
Zywoo gets shot in the side. Oh my god.
Just
Man, this is brutal because, dude, the attack was just fine. Simple gets literally a kill, half flashed, over top of the stairs. That one was definitely skill, though. He saw a nade coming over. He was crouched, waiting for that opportunity and lined up a beautiful shot. The second one just threw the smoke on the cross. That's lucky. That's fortunate. And then Bit actually peeks over top of the stairs. Apex goes for the wrong plant. He doesn't think anyone else is, I guess, by connector or hoping they'll get some space. But, of course, that's going to be in full view off the corner of the stairs, no matter what smokes you have.
Whoa, Magis tries to get out.
Man, they actually have no money.
Faster than ever before.
2 AKs. Man, this is a big investment.
Yep. Bro, this could be 14 and 15 in the bag for Navi, but Boomich, he doesn't survive this time.
What in the hell?
Just tries to throw the smoke down, caught off guard by the tenacity of Vitality, electricity, as they come out of that A ramp and instantly disappear.
Jesus, it's a reset.
It's a recovery.
Can they keep up with the nades, though? We've got 2 full kits on Perfecto and Simple. So Vitality using what they have left, I mean, that is their last smoke at a minute 5. Could they afford to pull back off of that A attack is the question. They have to keep it extremely simple right now. And I think Navi know that they're broke. The best resource they have is the number of bodies on this attack.
An eventual A split, and we start to see the CTs peel back a little. Bit crosses to the right side of window. Zywoo just takes his head clean off Electronic, staring at his shoes, gets at least 2, and now turns his attention back to the fight. It's flawless from Electronic. 3 kills as he stands up in a critical moment.
Damn, that's the mark of a great player right there. Such a terrible first half. Key position in the second half and plays it like he's been playing well the whole time.
You mentioned it, even when his score was still in the bottom, he wasn't playing well, but he was playing as if he was. Making the decisions he needs to dominate, and Navi have found 14, and the 15th should slide right through with it.
And Simple touches 30 off of that one kill as well.
He picked up the slack just long enough for Electronic to get his game underway. Vitality gonna need a miracle or overtime. Just when you thought they lift that curse, Mirage continues to be their burden.
We've seen this mid setup a number of times. Comes down to Simple hitting his first shot. If his teammate gets shot in the back.
Both players at mid, good to go. It's a double from each of them. Simple, not gonna fall. Masuda tagged down to 4, and that is an easy sweep for Navi's 15th.
Wow, is it gonna be another close loss for Vitality? That's the question. But again, they don't care about the fact that it's Mirage or that it's a loss streak. They're just trying to get to map 3. There's a major spot on the line, and Navi are as close as ever to getting it.
And a lot of eager teams looking to take a chunk out of Vitality if they do get sent down to the next round.
What will the call be for Vitality is the question. We haven't seen defaults, really. We've seen setups out of the spawn, whether it's fake mid control or some delayed A attacks, but clearly it seems like Vitality are calling all the way to the end of the round right out of spawn with some thought in mind. Will they want to follow frags? Do they want ladder room? Are they going to go back to B where they were successful on the entries? I think there is a lot of things to work through if you're Navi and figuring out what the best option for them is. And there is no better time to think about it than right now.
Crunch time.
Oh, and this is the play that Electronic didn't make all half.
Let's see if it's time.
He gets spotted. He has utility to use.
It's Apex's challenge. Oh, and it's Electronic's kill.
Oh, that's that confidence right there. And it's a deep smoke. He can walk to the back of it.
A lot of players trying to chase him from the top of mid. Smoke soon to fade.
Man, if he faces this smoke, there's one coming towards him via underpass, but he's got support to escape out of connector. They won't let him go. ZywOo will go at the cost of his life.
3 kills back for Vitality off the top of mid. 2 Cat players, and the underpass cleared. Man advantage established by Vitality. They caught them on the fallback. The Cat players, they just wanted to punish that fight. They wanted to just end it then and there. And instead, a wounded ZywOo, Magisk, and Masuda will just pause and calmly try to piece this picture together. A B split looking likely. And because these CT players are currently in rotation, there is nothing to stop them in window. There is nothing to poke them from con.
They're actually hoping that it's going to be late B. They're gambling towards this side of the map. I don't think Boomich is going to peek into the window. He's just looking for lurkers. So the fight is going to come right towards Perfecto. He's going to hear this molly.
Narrow angle, gets that first one. That's an excellent start for Perfecto. Dives back into the cover. We've got 20 seconds and 2 kills either way. Boomich with the headshot, and Navi finds 16. They survive the test of Vitality and will be going to the Antwerp Major.
They've qualified 2-0. 0-7 on Mirage or Vitality. And they'll have to continue to fight. And just because it's these two juggernauts going head-to-head in this situation, and Vitality have another chance to qualify to the Major, it doesn't mean they will. This is a scary spot for Vitality, and to come so close is not going to feel good.
Man, the fact that they brought back that first half with 8 consecutive CT round wins, if they were just able to puncture through Navi's T side sooner,